when silence draws I'll be home. I still remember things like the first time that I ever saw your face again. Don't forget mine. And our shadows are replaced by the night through the face of...
We're done. Welcome to Soaping with Bella. Paulina is back from Dalesford, and here we've got our goat's milk soap that we made last week. I don't know if you can see the soap, but it isn't white. So, Paulina, what do you think?
I think it looks very earthy and natural and, healthy.
And it's
feels,
not white.
No, it feels really lovely and velvety and smooth. And I just think it has a really good colour to it.
So do I. And I think people will be surprised to find that this is made with fresh goat's milk. We're going to make goat's milk cheese
Are we?
soap again. And we're using the powdered goat's milk this time around.
Goat's milk soap with powdered milk.
Goats. We're going to add it right at the very end. We're doing a 5 kilo batch of soap, and we're going to add 200 grams of this powdered goat's milk, which is bought locally, just around the corner from where you used to live. Now, Paulina used to live right around the corner. I don't know if you can see that. It smells okay.
Smells just like the milk.
Yes. Anyway, Paulina has come back from 3.5 years away. She was in Dublin for 3.5 years. How was Dublin? I've never been to Dublin.
Dublin was wonderful, but it was a little bit damp. It's a very green place, island, and that's because it rains all the time.
Does it?
Very damp.
Was it you who said that it's a country that needs a roof?
No, I don't know, but that's exactly what it does need. So
The roof, or lots of umbrellas.
There are lots of umbrellas, and there's a lot of umbrellas as you're walking down the street. There's a lot of umbrellas in bins because the winds are so strong that all these umbrellas just get turned inside out and just sort of scatter them around the place.
Did you have a garden in Dublin?
Certainly had a garden.
And
yes.
did you grow anything in the garden?
Grew a lot of lovely plants. Nothing to eat though.
No.
It
Well,
was just a pretty garden.
if you come in very close, I will show you what Paulina brought from her garden in Dalesford. You ready for this? Close your eyes. Here we go. Ta-da!
They get better every week, don't
They? Now last week you saw some of her beautiful homegrown vegetables, and look at this beauty! Goodness me! What is that?
That is actually an oversized zucchini, and I don't know what more I could say about it.
And did it have a flower on the end?
This would have been the bit where the flower was.
Oh, that's where the flower goes.
That's where the flower was.
And did you eat the flower?
Well, that one all shriveled up because we let the zucchini grow, so sometimes we can eat the flower.
Okay, so if you eat the flower, the zucchini doesn't grow as big.
I don't really know how the whole biology of this works, but if you pick the flowers, you get no zucchini, so you have to pick them very carefully. And then, of course, there are male flowers which do not produce any zucchini at all. It's only the female flowers that actually produce the fruit.
So is this a female?
This would have
fruit?
been a female flower that produced this fruit.
Wow.
The male flowers are just there to pollinate the female, fertilize.
I think that is pretty impressive for a vegetable. I don't know if I should be holding it like that. But look, this is all that I had in my garden this year. I thought I'd just show you little baby tomatoes.
Lovely colour contrast. Brilliant size contrast.
Okay.
And we won't go any further on the
No.
veggies, huh?
No.
Okay.
All right, better go and put the caustic in the water.
Next stage, we are outside with a bucket of water and we are about to add the caustic to that and stir it out in the fresh air. Come on, Bella, let's do this. Okay, it's all in there at the moment and I've got the honours again of stirring. And the caustic is melting in the water, and as it's doing so it's getting really hot. You might even be able to see the steam coming off that. Okay, right, we're back in the house now. Our water is cooling outside. We're back in the house and we're going to melt down our oils, and as you can see me, I'm a guest on this production, so Bella has me doing all the work. I have here 2.5 kilos of palm oil, and to that I'm going to add my 1.5 kilos of coconut oil, and they're going to melt, and then we're going to add our olive oil, and yeah, our very creative cameraman's got the camera up on the roof, so I'm feeling a bit strange.
That's all right.
Okay, here we go with the oils. And they're melting away nicely. It'll take a while, so maybe we'll need to have a bit of a drink while we wait. Let's have a drink. Okay, now this is where we're measuring the last little bit that's going to go into the soap.
Okay,
Yes?
this is the special ingredient.
The special ingredient being goat's milk, and we're going to have 200 grams of that as a dry powder.
Yep, because we're using the 1.7 mils of water, so we need 200 grams of goat's milk powder.
And the powder is then getting combined with the olive oil.
That's right, so I will measure out a kilo of olive oil, and we will save a little bit of this olive oil and mix the powder into the olive oil with a stick blender right at the very end, and pour it into the soap right at the very, very end. So we're not making this soap with milk at the very beginning of the process, we're just adding the powdered goat's milk at the very end.
And it's incorporated with the oil just to make it easier to incorporate it into the whole big mixture. So I've measured out 200 grams here. That's ready to go.
And that's about half a tin of
Yeah, that's half a tin with 1 kilo,
of
which is coming up.
Well, here we go. That's it. Okay, and we'll do this mixing and stirring at the very end and show you how to do that.
Sounds good.
Okay.